Jerry Coleman alongside Kevin Cowherd here on BaltimoreSun.com and, of course, SportsWithColeman.com, brought to you by Dover Downs Hotel and Casino. All right, Kevin, you wrote about it eloquently. Vladimir Guerrero, all 36 years old, coming to the Orioles for $8 million a year. Yep. I think it's way too much. I know the Orioles have to overpay, but this guy seems to be on his last leg literally, and you won't see him in the outfield. At least we hope not.
No, absolutely not. He's a DH, and that's all he's going to be. Jerry, the Orioles have to overpay for a guy like this.
Sure.
But my opinion is, if you're going to overpay for a guy with Vlad Guerrero's resume. You know, you have all those home runs, 460-some home runs, 1,400-plus RBI, 9-time All-Star. This is the guy you overpay for if you have to do it. I think it's gotten the Oriole fan base very, very excited.
You do?
I don't see this as being a major... I don't think the Orioles, just because they have Vlad Guerrero in their lineup, are suddenly going to vault to third place in the American League East. Still a very, very tough division. But I think this move alone shows Oriole fans that the team is willing to spend some money and is trying to better itself. And I think right now, after 13 horrible seasons, Oriole fans are content with that right now. And it's going to be a little more exciting team than it was last year. Maybe significantly.
But here we have a guy who turned down the Orioles previously, and now all of a sudden he wants to come and play in Baltimore. Doesn't that raise your eyebrows?
Does this surprise you? I mean, the guy is...
Well, he's here strictly for a money grab.
He's here for 1 year. The Orioles probably overpaid by at least $3 or $4 million to get the guy, Jerry. But listen, no one else... His options for signing somewhere else were diminishing. He had to do something. He wants to stay in baseball and make some money, so he signs with the Orioles. I'm not surprised by that at all.
They weren't bidding against anyone else but themselves.
Well, we don't know that for a fact, okay? We don't know that for a fact. That's probably true, or maybe there was one other team in the bidding. But nevertheless, you know, the Orioles are always going to, or at least right now, are going to have to overpay to get guys like Vlad Guerrero in their lineup.
Still not sure this makes the Orioles a 500 team. You mentioned even third place would be optimistic, but we'll still let them open the gates of spring training and play ball. And we'll